Turning now to the economy, and the U.S. labor market is doing better than many economists expected.
Yeah, new numbers released this morning show the U.S. added a robust 250,000 jobs in April, bringing the unemployment rate down to the lowest it's been in more than 50 years. ABC's Faith Abube joins us live from Washington to talk about it. Faith, good to see you. Walk us through today's jobs report and what it says about the Fed's efforts to slow down the economy and cool down inflation.
Yeah, so good to see you guys as well. Thanks for having me. Yeah, but this was a strong jobs report. The data, as you just laid out from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, showing that the economy added more than 250,000 jobs in April, and that dropped the unemployment rate to 3.4%. Again, it's the lowest we've seen in 54 years, which is significant. There were major gains in specific sectors. You're talking about professional services, healthcare, hospitality, and then wages also ticked up for a lot of Americans, which is good news. All of this, of course, indicating that even though there are fears of a recession in this economy, the U.S. labor market is still resilient, perhaps maybe a little too resilient for the Fed, but they have a lot of work to do. And this afternoon, the Biden administration is celebrating the strong report. Joel?
Yeah, Faith, so a strong jobs report, but there are concerns with the banking sector. Two more banks are under pressure. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so you have regional banks, PacWest and Western Alliance. They're the latest that are in turmoil right now, if you will. PacWest is now weighing several options on what to do. They could potentially put up a bid to find a buyer to take on their assets in order to save them. We've seen just in the last 2 months, 3 regional U.S. banks have failed, forcing the federal regulators to actually step in and take some steps. Now, this is a crisis that could potentially affect whether or not we do dip into a recession. So regulators are watching this closely, but it's just been a rough and very tough few weeks for these banks, these regional banks specifically. Their stock prices have been tumbling, but as for you and me at home, you have a bank account, regulators are saying that overall the banking system is strong and your deposits are safe. So that's something to leave with, if nothing else.
Yeah, some peace of mind. One more big concern before we let you go, Faith, the government debt limit debate. What happens if lawmakers in Washington can't reach a deal?
Yeah, we're now less than 4 weeks away to that June 1st deadline that we heard. Well, another huge problem that could potentially hurl the U.S. economy into a recession if that debt ceiling isn't raised for the U.S. to actually pay its bills. And most Americans will feel it if that debt ceiling isn't raised. You're talking about the stock market potentially dropping, the cost of borrowing money, talking about getting a loan, a mortgage, for example, would go up even more than it has in the last few weeks. VA benefits, Social Security benefits, they would all be affected. The U.S. has come close to actually defaulting on its bills before, but it never actually happened. So if it were to happen, it would be the first time in U.S. history, which would be significant. This bill is really something that, you know, the U.S. Congress as well as the Biden administration, something they really need to talk about and come to an agreement on before that June 1st deadline. So there are discussions right now. We just don't know where they're going at this point.
Yeah, there is a lot to digest and a lot to keep an eye on. Faith Abube doing just that live in Washington with an eye on the economy. Faith, thank you.